A short meditation on the Sacred Heart, taken from The Heart of the King by a Sister of Mercy. The Charity of the Heart of Jesus. My son, the virtue of charity is so dear to my divine heart that the last command I gave to my apostles was to love one another as I had loved them. I, the Master of Hearts, knew the thoughts and intentions of every soul, yet I never made known the failings of those around me. Strive to hide the faults of others instead of pointing them out for the world to criticize. Plant deep down in your heart seeds of kind thoughts. Think only of the virtues of those you meet. My privilege is to judge the motives of the soul. Do not see wrong where it does not exist. The seeds of these thoughts being sown, I will water them with my grace until this rare plant of charity bears the blossoms of kind words. Kind words have frequently been the means of bringing stray sheep back to my fold. Be not sparing in their use, and you may become an apostle leading souls to find mercy and love in the depths of my Sacred Heart. Someone may be lonely and very unhappy, but your cheerful greeting may make him feel that the burden is lighter. Kind words are the music of the world. Never spoil the harmony by uncharitable, harsh expressions. As the fruit comes from the blossom, so may charitable deeds be the result of this instruction. If you are faithful in the practice of this virtue, you will become very pleasing to me, and others will recognize in you a true child of my Sacred Heart. Most charitable Christ, help me that I may never fail in the virtue by which all may know that I am a disciple and imitator of your Sacred Heart. Resolution: today, strive to do as many kind acts as possible. Aspiration: most charitable Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us. Example: as soon as Mass was over on the Feast of the Sacred Heart, Doris Burke ran home to tell her mother that a procession was going to take place that evening and that she had been chosen to carry the statue. Oh, Mother, I am so glad, for I love the Sacred Heart so much that I want to do something great for him. I hope that the dear Lord will always keep you within his adorable heart, my child, replied the mother. During the procession, Doris promised the Sacred Heart that she would always serve him faithfully and never refuse what his love would ask, even though it might cost painful self-sacrifice. In the passing of the years, however, she forgot her pledge of fidelity to Christ and became greatly dazzled by the allurements of the world. Still within her heart, from time to time, she seemed to hear an interior voice saying to her, "Child, you were not made for a life like this. You have a heart that will never rest content with the dry husks of an ordinary life. You were made for something higher, or you never will be happy." This sweet, inspiring voice Doris stifled in the gaiety of her worldly life. One day, when she was on her way to a place of amusement, she was the victim of an auto accident. When the crash came, she called upon the Sacred Heart to save her. 2 of her companions were instantly killed, but she escaped with slight injuries owing to the loving protection of the Heart of Christ. She was taken to the hospital and detained there for some days. One evening, as she lay in a semi-conscious state, she thought the Sacred Heart stood by her bed and said to her, "You have tasted the cup of pleasure, and I have given you the experience of pain that you may realize that true happiness consists in the love and service of my adorable heart." When Doris came home from the hospital, her parents noted how serious she had become. They attributed it to the shock of the accident and the terrible fate of her companions. To distract her, they surrounded her with amusements and pleasures of all kinds. While the girl received their kind endeavors with gratitude, she no longer had any relish for such fleeting joys. Often she would wend her way to the church and there reflect how she could repay the Divine Heart for all of the special graces he had showered upon her. When the Feast of the Sacred Heart came, Doris knelt before the altar once more and made her final decision, she would spend her life in the service of that loving heart. She would enter an order where she could care for him in the person of the poor, sick, and ignorant. On the day she entered the novitiate, she felt that the Sacred Heart had accepted her loving desires expressed when but a child. As Doris knelt before the altar, with deepest gratitude, her heart framed the beautiful prayer of St. Ignatius. Take, O Lord, and receive my memory, my understanding, and my whole will. All that I have and all that I am I give to thee, to be made use of according to thy good pleasure. Give me only thy love and thy grace. With these I am rich enough. Most Sacred Heart of Jesus, have mercy on us.